Topic: Money-saving tips for new immigrants in the United States. Moving to the United States is exciting, but it can also be stressful, especially when it comes to money. Almost every immigrant experiences the same challenge in the first months or even years. Everything feels expensive, the system is different, bills come from everywhere, and it becomes very easy to overspend without noticing. If you're new to the U.S., you may feel like your money disappears faster than it should. But the good news is that with the right strategies, you can save a lot more than you think without sacrificing your quality of life. Today, I'm going to share practical, simple, and realistic money-saving tips specifically for new immigrants living in America. These are not generic tips. These are real techniques used by thousands of people who successfully rebuilt their financial life in the U.S. Let's start with the first tip. Learn the true cost of living in your area. America is huge, and every city has a different price for housing, groceries, transportation, and utilities. What is expensive in New York might be cheap in Texas. What is normal in California may be overpriced in Illinois. Before renting an apartment or accepting a job, research the average cost of living. Websites like Numbeo, Zillow, and Craigslist can show you realistic prices. Many immigrants save hundreds of dollars each month just by choosing the right neighborhood. The second tip is to be smart about groceries. American supermarkets are full of options, but prices vary a lot. Stores like Walmart, Aldi, and Costco usually offer much lower prices than Target or Whole Foods. Another huge mistake new immigrants make is buying everything from convenience stores or gas stations, where items are extremely overpriced. If you want to save money, plan your grocery list before shopping, compare prices, avoid impulse purchases, and consider buying in bulk for things you use regularly. Over a month, this alone can save you $150 to $300. The third tip is to stop paying full price for goods. In the U.S., almost nothing needs to be bought at its original price. Clothing, electronics, kitchen items, home supplies, shoes, and even furniture can be found cheaper if you know where to look. TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, Burlington, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and thrift stores offer huge discounts. Many new immigrants waste money simply because they don't know these cheaper options exist. The fourth tip is transportation management. If you live in a city with public transportation, using the bus or train can save you thousands of dollars a year. If you need a car, avoid buying brand new vehicles. New cars lose value extremely fast. Instead, buy a reliable used car from a trusted dealer or private seller. And don't forget to compare insurance prices. Immigrants often pay more because they don't shop around. Websites like Progressive, Geico, and State Farm let you compare quotes instantly. The fifth tip is finding affordable housing. Housing is often the biggest expense for new immigrants. But there are ways to save. For example, choosing a shared apartment, renting a room instead of a whole unit, living slightly outside the city center, or finding housing through community groups can all significantly reduce your rent. Many immigrant communities help each other find cheaper housing options that you won't find on official websites. The sixth tip is controlling your phone bill. Many immigrants come to the U.S. and immediately sign up for the most expensive phone plans from Verizon or AT&T, without realizing they can get the same service for half the price. Cheaper options like Mint Mobile, Visible, Metro by T-Mobile, and Cricket offer excellent plans for a fraction of the cost. Switching your phone carrier can save you $40 to $80 a month easily. The seventh tip is building credit the right way. You may think credit has nothing to do with saving money, but in America, credit controls everything. With good credit, you save money on car insurance, phone bills, rental deposits, and even some utilities. Start building credit early by getting a secured credit card, paying your bills on time, and keeping your balance low. A strong credit score will save you thousands of dollars in the long run. The eighth tip is taking advantage of community resources. Many cities offer free or discounted services for immigrants. Free English classes, free financial education workshops, free or low-cost healthcare clinics, food banks, and legal assistance. Using these programs doesn't mean you're struggling. It simply means you're being smart. America has a lot of support systems, but many immigrants don't know they exist. The 9th tip is to avoid lifestyle inflation. When new immigrants start earning more money, they immediately increase their spending. They upgrade their apartments, buy expensive clothes, eat out more, and change cars too quickly. This creates long-term financial pressure. Instead, keep your costs low even when your income goes up. Save the difference. Within 1 year, this habit alone can transform your financial situation. The 10th tip is to choose your bank wisely. Some banks charge unnecessary fees, overdraft penalties, and minimum balance requirements. Others offer free checking accounts, free ATMs, and even cashback rewards. As a new immigrant, stick to banks like Capital One, Chime, or Discover, which are beginner-friendly and low-cost. Choosing the right bank can save you money every month without any extra effort. The 11th tip is to reduce eating out. Restaurants in the U.S. are expensive, especially after adding tax and tips. Cooking at home even 2 or 3 times more per week can save you more than $200 a month. Meal prepping is especially effective for immigrants who work long hours. The 12th and final tip is to surround yourself with people who manage money responsibly. In America, you will meet people who spend everything they earn and people who save and invest for their future. Choose the second group. Your environment influences your decisions more than you think. Being around financially responsible people makes it easier to build good habits. In the end, saving money as a new immigrant in the U.S. is not about suffering or limiting your life. It's about making smart choices, learning how the system works, avoiding common traps, and building a foundation for long-term success. With the right mindset and consistent habits, you can build a stable, comfortable, and successful life in America.